I'm learning. Yay. Okay, here we go. So today is going to be, I always do moves on my exercise on any of my classes. Everything almost that I do is aimed at healthy backs. Okay, I just do. I think everybody can see me on the floor where I'm at here. Good. Okay, so I do Wednesdays barefooted, as you know. Some of you can do that, some of you cannot do that. So do whatever you need to, but I'm telling you, your feet need to work. And one of the best and easiest ways to warm up and to work your feet is with a tea towel. Look at here. I'm putting it in the floor. If there was some reason you can't stand and do this move with one foot and then the other foot, sit in a chair. Take your toes and scrunch the tea towel with your toes. Number one, you're shifting your weight into one leg, then the other leg. So you're loading, your shoulders are down, your chin is tucked. You reach out and you scrunch the tea towel up with your toes. You're trying to roll it. Now I can tell you the foot that I had to have all reconstruction done because I have really stupid feet is much harder to curl the little tea towel up than my other foot. But you would never know it until you did this kind of an exercise. So this is a warm up for what we're going to be doing. Now I'm going to shift. See? So when I shift to the other leg, number one, drop your shoulders. Number two, close your mouth. Force yourself to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. If you feel a hunger for air and you're like starting to freak out and you're saying, I can't breathe through my nose, you are the very one that needs to practice this. Of course, get your air back however you can. Then shut your mouth, breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Shift, drop your shoulders, tighten your tummy. Very important now. Soften your knee. Okay, don't lock it. Okay, now you're loading properly right here. Okay, now I put this foot out here with my bare feet and I take my little toes and I try to scrunch the towel up. And it's much easier for me to scrunch on this side with my so I'm grabbing it like that. I put all my weight right here. My shoulders are down, my chin is tucked. Breathing in through my nose, out through my nose. I'm scrunching this up into a little ball. And I may try to grab it, I don't know, 10 times and scrunch this tea towel up. And then I'll shift and I'll go to the other one. Now, do not bypass this move. This is, for all intent and purposes, a great warm up because you're standing. You're loading one side versus the other. You're pushing your posture into neutral planes with all those lineups I just gave you. And then you are trying to get your whole foot to scrunch this little tea towel up into a ball. And as you're doing it, you keep your knee from locking. Do not lock your knee here. It's softened and your butt is pushed back a tiny bit. Okay? So once you've done that on one side versus the other side, great. That's hard work. Then you just act like you're going to walk. See? Just take a step. All right? Put your heel down. Hi, everybody coming on. We're recording this, so not to worry. You can bring it up anytime you want to. Okay? As many times as you want to. Now, I just took a step. But in order to take a step, so this is our warm up for our class today. I just scrunched up a tea towel with my foot, my bare foot. Okay? I'm going to be using a pad. and a kitchen chair. That's it. Okay. So I just did the scrunchie. Now I'm going to act like I'm walking. Okay. If you just took that step, your heel is up in the back and you're starting to ambulate. Okay. So I'm telling you, put your heel down. Once you put your heel down, you're going to feel a little stretch in your calf, I hope. Okay. Once you are down, and see, I'm not in a tandem stance. I'm acting like I just took a step. So it's a little bit of a separation there. Once you've put your heel down and back, then is when you gently do this kind of a turn. Now, I don't know how much you can see me, but what you should notice is I am not taking my hands up past my shoulders at all. That would be too much. And there's some of you that have walked your legs, soften your joints, okay? Meaning soften your knee, act like I'm punching you right here, pull back, keep the heel down, and you don't do this fast and furious. You just keep it right under your chin, okay? And you keep your hands in a thumb together position, meaning your thumbs are facing each other. See that? So whether you're going front or back, your thumbs are facing in. And you just do a gentle swing. And then if you can keep them low enough, you do it as a pendulum and you hold your ground, so to speak. Okay? See how I've got both feet on the ground. I'm barefooted. I do not want to be leaning out with my neck, my chin, my chest. My ear should be over my shoulder, should be over my hip, should be over right in the center of where my feet are split. See that? Whoa, that just feels good to do. You can do as many of them as you want, as long as you stay grounded. What do I mean? Grounded. Your knee is soft back here, but your heel is down. Okay, now bring that leg back. Okay, now act like you're going to take a walk. You're just going to step. And in order to step and to walk, you have to have your heel up and back, correct? Yeah. So right now, pull yourself in line with your ears, shoulders, hips. Okay. So that means I'm going to turn this way so you see. See, I just now took this step and I was getting ready to take another step, right? So I'm saying pull yourself back, put the heel down and back. Yes. Tight tummy, shoulders are down, chin is tucked. And are you guys still breathing in through your nose and out through your nose? Yeah, you might have to have a Kleenex. That's okay. You got to get used to this. All right, because breathing in through your nose and out through your nose, using your nose to breathe with is a very important thing. I can't even go into the physiology of it right now. It's so complicated. But it's something that gets a lot of people in trouble. They breathe through their mouth. Then they wonder why they have dry mouth. Well, we got to keep our mouth shut. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Okay? See how I'm standing here? See this? Yeah. Take a big deep breath. Then I come right here, stay under my chin, right? My thumbs are always facing together. And I just keep my hands under my chin. And I keep my heel down and back, my shoulders down. In through the nose, out through the nose. Tight tummy. Hold your ground. So as you're swinging your hands, it's going to pull you off. That is the warm-up of your postural entities, your postural structures. So keep it going. You should be feeling quite a bit of pressure through your legs to keep yourself on line on balance, okay? Now we slow them down, we shake them out, we bring that leg back, okay? Then we turn out with that leg that was getting tight. See that? So here's the deal. Let me show you a real typical mistake posturally that we make with our backs and our knees and our hips. I see people saying like this all the time. I will do it if I'm not aware of what I'm doing, but I make myself not do it. So you'll see them do like this, and this happens, and then they go like this. Do you see what I just now did? Do you see how I shifted my hip out and I'm standing here like this? Okay. Don't push your hip out. Okay, take a breath. I'm going to show you how to change this so that it will actually make you stronger. Okay, you ready? Turn your foot out if you want to. That's okay. Don't push the hip out. Raise your rib cage. Okay? Soften your knees. Yes, that. Now we're going to turn our thumbs out. Before, when we were doing this, our thumbs were facing. Okay, now I'm going to tell you to turn your thumbs out. As you stand in this recovery stance, I call it a recovery stance. Number one, you're going to constantly keep trying to lock your knee. Don't do it. Soften your knees, keep your tummy tight, keep your shoulders down, and now start to pull the thumbs back as you keep your shoulders down. Okay, now I feel myself shifting from my heel to the front of my foot. I'm not trying to, it's just gonna happen, okay? So your task in this stance is to keep yourself on balance as you play from the front of the foot to the back of the foot, okay? So you keep your chin in. See, as I'm standing here, I do not want to be standing here like this. Pull the chin in so the ear is over the shoulder. Pull the thumbs out. Now, try to act like you're going to touch a wall behind you with your thumbs. My knee is soft. My knee is soft. One toe is pushed out that way. One toe is straight on. Drop your shoulders. Now bring it back in. Take a breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. So every time you screw up and breathe through your mouth, that's okay. Just go, oh man, I'm doing it again. Shut your mouth. So it's hard for me to shut my mouth because I'm talking this whole time. However, I've said this before. As we set up for the other side, see, I'm going to turn out just like that. See that? Don't lock, and don't push your hip out. This is what we typically do with a grandkid on our hip. Wrong. Don't do that. Okay? Drop your shoulders. I turn the toe out. Got it? This toe's forward. Now I say rib cage up, tummy in, shoulders down, chin tucked. In through the nose, out through the nose. Okay? Now the hands. Turn the palms up. Straighten your hands. And now, with your shoulders down, knees soft, start pulling the thumbs like they're going to go back and touch a wall back there. Yeah, you're going to be opening here and squeezing the shoulder blades. But here's the deal, y'all. Do not do this if you're scrunching up your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Keep your tummy in. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Keep your palms up. Keep your knees bent, just soft. They're not really bent, they're just soft. Okay, hold it. Three more counts. 1001, pull. 1002, pull. 1003, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Shake out, shake out, shake out. Let me tell you something. If that was pushing you, you need to hit that position on a regular basis. Okie dokie. Okay, step back, step over. and then step back. And here's what I want you to notice. This is a simple move. I'm doing it barefooted. If you can do it barefooted, great. If you can't, well, that's okay too. Sometimes people's feet hurt so bad that they have to do everything that I'm doing today. They have to do it seated. That's okay. You can do that. You'll still be better off. Okay, so right here, I'm just going to step over. See that? So the minute I did that, if you did it with me, unless you're aware of it, you locked your knees. Okay, so don't lock your knees. Keep your tummy in. Keep your rib cage up. Step over and keep your toes going forward, but tuck in your chin. Okay, and if you need to do this in a seated position, do it in a seated position. You may have injured your knee, or maybe you injured your back and you can't really stand this long. Okay, do 30 seconds to a minute standing, and then sit down and do the rest. So as I'm sitting down, see, I can cross over my leg like that. See that? So that little maneuver becomes quite challenging if you go up and lift. Okay? So here I am. I'm not coming all the way up. And if I'm going to release my foot from the floor, here's always safety first, always, when you're doing these kind of maneuvers. Be where you can put your hand on your kitchen chair, on a wall, on a bed, on a counter. Okay, come back. So I'm taking you through a balance medium that is on your feet, because I want to do part of this on our feet today, but then I'm going to do the rest on the floor. I'm warning you. Here I go. One more time. I'm crossing over. See that? So now I'm going to take this very simple crossover. And what am I going to do? See, I'm on one foot and I'm releasing my toe. I'm bringing my knee up, and I want to stay on balance, but I don't have to come up very far, only a little bit. But try to stay on balance, solid right down there. Your knee that is supporting you here, that's on the ground, the knee is soft. And then just bring it back down, okay? So that little maneuver that I just put you through, you can do that. You can do that at the sink. If you're washing pans or you're washing anything. See, you step over, do not lock your knee. Now pull back, okay? Put your weight back here, bring the knee up, bring it up as far as you can. And if you're doing this, you need to be where you can have your hand on something, okay? You don't have to, but have something where you put your hand on it. I don't care if it's chair, and then see, I bring it open, and then I bring it down. So this is just a great balance workout for your bones, for your vestibular system. If you're going to get better in balance, you have to do some specific balance moves, okay? So that's what I'm doing on this one. So I'm still barefooted. Now I'm finishing this one up. Now in order to get all my weight on the supporting leg, what I have to do, shift to that foot. And my foot is doing all kinds of gymnastics to keep me on balance here, see? I'm going to go straight from here, a crossover, to bringing my knee up. And I don't have to bring it up very far. See, don't worry about that. And if you have to put your toe down to get your balance again, that's fine. Just hang out here. This is my challenged leg because this is my hip replace side. So people that have both hips replaced, oh my goodness. This is like a necessary move for us, okay? If you've had both hips replaced, I haven't. I had one. But I can tell you that doing this little move correctly is a challenge for a hip replace or a knee replace. But if you have both hips replaced, wow, I'm just proud of you for doing it, Chrissy. There. Okay, so again, this move may seem so simple. See, we can do this all day long. This is a dance step, right? Right? However, what if we turn that dance step into what we just did? Right here, then shift back, get all your weight in the back leg, go to your toe, bend the knee, come up as far as you feel you can. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, drop your shoulders, tight tummy. Make sure your knee is soft. Put the foot down. Okay, last one now. Cross over, right there. So I'm going forward, see? Now I gotta pull back. I gotta get my weight centered over the supporting leg. Drop your shoulders, in through the nose, out through the nose. Now just go to your toe. Now start to bend the knee and try to bring it up just a little. You don't have to bring it all the way up. Now drop your shoulders, in through the nose, out through the nose. So this is my challenged one. And then put it down and sink down. Yay. Okay. That got us totally into, so we did a little body loading, we did some balance maneuvers, and we prepared the back for what it's gonna do right now. Again, I'm gonna be down into the floor. You could do this whole thing that I'm gonna go into right now, laying in your bed. Okay, you could just lay in your bed and do it. I'm gonna get down into the floor and do it. Or you could stay right here and do a lot of it from the chair. As a matter of fact, I've taken every one of these and taken somebody through every one of these from a chair, okay? You get to choose. So here we go. Here's my chair. I'm gonna come right into my chair. I'm gonna shift into my toes. See how I lifted my heels? And then I'm going to ease myself into my little disc, my little pad that I have right down here. Many of you have gotten these from me or you've purchased them somewhere. Okay, it's barely 2 inches. And boy, does it make doing things down here so much easier and better. Okay, and you know, I'm not saying easier is better. I'm saying you don't have to have pain in order to do a quality exercise. This helps you not have a pain in your knee, okay? I know you're gonna say, you thought I was gonna say, you don't have to do it as a pain in your rear end, right? So I'm the pain in the rear end. So you don't have to have a pain in your knee. So here I am. Now watch this. This is great if you're on a pad and you're down here like this, okay? All you have to do is take yourself back. See how I'm taking myself back with my chin tucked, shoulders down. You should feel all kinds of stretching going on right here. Like just unreal, all right? Right there. And then you come to the front. You put your elbows down into the chair seat. You put your feet flat on the floor. See that? So I went from toe down, stretching my whole foot, to now I'm doing a plantar flex with my toes. So I'm putting the top of my foot on the floor. Don't force it. If you force it into that position, your foot could cramp. And if it cramps, you just go back into a careful little toe down position, and then you gently put that down there. Don't force it. Okay, so I'm here, and what I'm gonna do is bring my shoulders to my ears. I'm gonna push my butt back, and then I'm gonna come back in. So I'm wanting to show you this because if you choose not to get in the floor and to do some of these moves with shoulders, this is how you do them. You put pressure here. You're going to bring your shoulder blades in. You're going to open the shoulder blades. You're going to do a whole bunch of stuff if you choose to do it from this point, okay? So I'm just using this to get you down and to get your shoulder blades all ready to go. So here I go. I'm going to go down into the floor. And if I choose not to, I would sit on my chair, or I would be on a bed. Okay. I would just lay down in my bed. All right. So here I am. And I'm going to take one leg and I'm going to gently, 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 gently roll myself into a down position. Okay. Pull that knee in. Put the back of my head on the ground. If I were in a chair, I would be just lean back into the chair with my knee in. That's all I would do. Okay. And I'll do it here for you in just a second. I just want to get everybody going because there's a lot of stuff we're going to do yet. So here I go. The knee is in. I put myself down. I put the back of the head on the ground. The knee is in. And then I grab my other knee and bring it in. And if I had a back issue, this is one of the moves that I would suggest for you to get in to help you take pressure off the back. Okay. So once I've done that, I'm just going to do a little leg kicking. And I don't mean it like that you're doing it fast. I just want to stretch this up, but I want to keep the knees in over my chest is the point. So if you're going to do this, don't release and let the legs come out here because that puts pressure back onto your back. So you keep your knees in, you go up, you go point, flex, drop your shoulders. When you're down, whether you're laying on your bed or whether you're on the floor, and then you do the other leg. So you're going to go point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Here's the deal, y'all. I'm trying desperately to get you to understand that if you do all this stuff and you're out here and you're open, it puts pressure here that I don't want at this point. I want you to bring this in gently and keep your knees over your tummy, your chest. Bring it in and hang out here for a bit. Okay, now once you've done that, now I want you to tighten your tummy super tight, drop your shoulders, and all I want you to do is lift your head as if you were going to put your nose right into, let's say I had my hand right over your nose and you're trying to put your nose into the hand, okay? You hang out there for just like 5 seconds. Then you put your head down. Notice I didn't say up. I don't want this. I don't want this. I want to put the back of my head down. My chin is tucked and my knees are into my chest here. I'm just kind of hanging out here for a second. Take a big deep breath. You can point, flex, just hang out. So basically what you're doing is you're creating your own traction. You're finally easing off the back. And now we're going to work through the whole core and the whole chest and for our neck issues, which relates to back issues. So here's the hand. Take a breath into the nose. As you exhale out of the nose, you lift and you do short little breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. And you just bring that nose into the hand, okay? And then you put your head down. You put the back of the head down. Don't get too alarmed if you feel absolute pull right through here in your neck, okay? Because this is to help your neck get stronger. So first thing you do, this is the last one. Drop your shoulders. Yes. Pull your knees in as much as you can. Yes. Tighten in your tummy. In through the nose. Now out through the nose as you try to plug that nose into that palm right there. You're hanging out here and you count. Maybe you did 3 seconds. See if you can do 5 seconds. You can do point flex, point flex. Then you come right on down. Okay, and the back of the head is hitting the floor. The shoulders are hitting the floor. Take a big deep breath. Now take one leg, I don't care which, and let it drop out to the side while you keep this knee over the chest, tummy area. So this is my hip replace side. So yeah, I'm not going to go crazy with it, but just open out a little until you start to feel a little stretch right here in the groin, okay? And you can use your other hand to stabilize it if you have a joint replaced in your hip, because you do have to be careful of that movement. I'm very well aware of that, but you have to move it. Okay, you ready? Do some point flex, drop your shoulders, keep the back of your head on the ground. If that is not possible, then put a pillow under your head. Okay, if you need to, all right? If you'll get this, it'll start re-stretching. Okay, you ready? Take the other leg, just let it drop down. See, I don't have to guide this one because this is not my hip replace side. Okay, keep dropping your shoulders in through the nose, out through the nose. Let it hang out there for a little bit. All right, you ready? Bring it back in, bring it back in, bring it back in. Yay. Okay, one last maneuver before we turn over and address the back extensors. I'm going to take one leg up from right here. Okay, now instead of going out to the side, I'm going to take and put my foot down. Okay, so rest it down there. So this is up in a dorsiflexion. See how I'm pulling my toe? That may not be possible for you to do. Then you do it from here. Okay, but what you're trying to do is get your knee in first and then straighten. Okay, now take that leg all the way down, and I'm in dorsiflexion with my foot. Then I'm in plantar flexion. So I'm going to go toe, toe point, and then toe in dorsiflexion. Keep your knee down. If that is uncomfortable, then bend it a tiny bit. See, that's okay. But keep your spine in a neutral position, okay? That means don't on purpose try to flatten your back. I want it to be in neutral. Got it? If you can, with your spine in neutral, if you can, go ahead and put that leg straight on down and you're in an L position. This is called an L stretch, okay? And sometimes you might, because I do want you to hang out here for a little bit, you put your hands under here to keep that leg straight, but you keep it coming in that L position, okay? In through the nose, out through the nose. Drop your shoulders, put a little pad under your head, but still keep tucking your chin. Okay, ease up the joints. Ease up the joints. We're fixing to change them, right? Okay, regroup here. Are you ready? So take one leg up now, and now the other leg goes down and it slides all the way down, okay? Now, if you can't keep your leg straight, of course, bend your knee. I would much rather you bend your knee rather than open here, okay? Because when you get to the 90 degree with here, that's where you start addressing the tightness in the hamstrings. And if you just keep opening here, you won't ever get better, okay? So keep the knee in over the chest, straighten it if you can. Try not to open at the hip, and then keep that lower leg, this one, on the floor. And then we do our point and our flex. And we hang on up here and keep that leg in gently. Don't force it. Okay? Point, flex, point, flex. In through the nose, out through the nose. Yeah, keep dropping your shoulders. You guys always want to keep scrunching them up. I understand that. That's why I'm here, to yell at you. Okay, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Now bring that knee in and roll to the side as if you were going to get up out of bed. See, I'm going to roll to the side. I can either put my little hands right here, or I can go ahead and roll on around. I wouldn't suggest doing it quickly. Do not roll quickly, or you'll pound right down again because you're dizzy. But hey, if you're in the floor, the great thing is you won't fall very far. I hope you're laughing. Okay, I'm going to do this maneuver in this kind of a position so that you can see me. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is get myself positioned down. If it pushes my pelvic into the floor where it's uncomfortable, use a pillow under you, whatever you need to do, but try to get to where you can maintain kind of this position, okay? So here I am, and I'm hoping that you can see me. I'm pretty sure that you can see me. I'm back far enough. I think you can see me. Okay. Okay, so if you need to, put a pillow just under your rib cage. See, that helps a lot. And see my toes? I don't know if you see my toes. I got them pulled under. Okay, and then I'll put them flat. So I'll be doing a variety of things as far as pushing on my feet. And I'm barefooted, so I can do that. So see how I'm doing this? Just like that. Now here's the next phase here. You pull your chin back, okay? And then you sneak one elbow up on that pillow or that disc. So now I have my elbows up on the disc, okay? I'm keeping my chin tucked. And from here now, I want to do a very important move. And it starts with me hanging out here on one elbow. So I got one elbow down. I'm going to take the other elbow and I'm going to pull the shoulder blade into the back. Okay. Then I'm going to reach back and pull the shoulder blade back. I'm going to hang out here for a bit. And then I'm going to bring it back in. Okay, this is progressive. Are you ready? Drop your shoulders again. In through the nose, out through the nose. So now I'm going to support myself here. Drop your shoulders. I'm going to release the other elbow and pull my shoulder blade into my back. And then reach out. So I'm hanging out here for a bit. And then I'm going to bring it back in and bring it back in. Now I'm going to take a little break. And I'm going to take both elbows out. And I'm going to come back with both elbows and keep my chin tucked. And my butt is super tight here. Yeah. Breath. And then you act like you're coming down. Then you start to squeeze through the shoulders. Drop the shoulders. Squeeze. And then you come back down. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the nose. Pull the shoulder blades in. Keep your chin tucked. Open, 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 open. Keep your chin tucked. Here I go. The shoulder blades are squeezing. I'm opening. Keeping my chin tucked. And I'm going to hang out here for a second. And I'm going to go reach. Reach. Maintain up. Maintain that super back extension up, breath, breath, in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. Stay up there, stay up there, stay up there. Your butt should be super tight. Okay, bring your elbows back in and help yourself back up again. Keep your chin tucked. Very, very tucked. Okay, I'm on my elbows again. All right, hang out there for just a second. Okie dokie. Now I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna take the disc out because I'm gonna go all the way down, okay? And I'm gonna put my forehead down, my palms up, okay? And then I'm gonna just lift through the back, the upper back and shoulders. You notice I didn't say lift your head. I said pull your shoulders in. Now squeeze your butt and lift your shoulders with your chin tucked. And hang out here for a bit. Tight, tight butt, and bring your feet, only your feet off the ground. Okay? You're hanging out here, you're hanging out here, you're hanging out here, and then you just sink down, sink down, sink down, sink down. Put your forehead on the floor. Let your shoulders round down and rest. Turn your chin to one shoulder, then turn your chin to the other shoulder. Now come neutral with your forehead down. Start squeezing the butt. Your feet are down. You're squeezing the butt. You're pulling your shoulders up, and you're hanging out here, okay? Now take just your feet off the ground. Your knees are still touching. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and sink. And come back down, come back down, come back down, come back down. Bring your hands right here to the side of your chest. Push up and then push that butt back. Okay? Just like that. Push your butt back. 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 Now you're going to take one hand up as you keep your chin tucked. And you're going to really reach up with that hand. And then you're going to pull that elbow back in. And then you're going to go. The other side is going to reach. Keep your chin tucked. You're reaching, 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 reaching. Take a big breath. Come back in and come back in and come back in. Stay right down there on your hands and knees. Just equalize there. Equalize there. Uh-oh. Okay. So you're equalizing out here. Now let's say you didn't want to get in the floor. Okay. See, I could have done everything I just did with you from the chair. But let's say you're from the chair. So be from the chair. That's fine. We're on the floor. You can put your knees on your pad if that helps you, whatever. Okay, so this whole last part of the program is totally aimed at your back extensors. From the shoulders to the mid back to the lower back, all the way down to the gluteals, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a cat camel. Those of you with delicate backs, and especially if you have osteoporosis, you can do this one like holding onto a couch. You can do this, a chair, I've told you. But this is a very important move for you. So you've got to learn what neutral is. So see, I'm doing my cat camel. I'm not doing it fast. So I'm way down, and then I'm going to squeeze my butt. I'm going to come in, come in, come in, come in. I'm going to really round to my shoulders. Now I'm going to go in between with my spine, those two moves. So I don't want to go all the way down. I don't want to go all the way up. Once I know what neutral spine is, now I can really work on the middle back. So I'm going to take one arm and I'm going to come and I'm going to pull the shoulder blade into my back. Okay? As my shoulder blade is rolled into my back, I'm going to reach it back there. I'm going to keep that shoulder blade rolled into my back, and then I'm going to unroll it. I'm going to open it under. And I'm going to do it to the other side. So stay in neutral. Put one hand up. Now out and start to roll the shoulder blade in and then reach back. Okay? Really pull it back there. Keep your elbows soft here. Don't lock it. And then release it and bring it back down. Okay? Big breath, big breath, big breath. Now here, I'm going to go right on up because I started at the right between your shoulder blades by doing this. Okay? So for anybody that's wanting to not have rounded shoulders, you don't like that hunch on your back, this is important. We're pulling, we're doing cat, mad cat, camel, then we're finding neutral, we're dropping our shoulders, and as this is tight and we're down into the shoulders now, we're rolling the shoulder blade in and then bringing it all the way in, holding it, and then we're bringing it down. We did the other one same way, okay? Now this is about the chin and the neck. You can do this laying flat on the floor, or you can, I would challenge you to try to do this with a motorcycle helmet on. If Tim's still on, he's probably laughing now because that's one of the elements of getting our neck back strong and maintaining a neutral spine is you got to put weight somewhere. Now, when you first start, see what I'm doing? I'm on my hands and knees. I'm taking a fist down position. My elbows are soft. My shoulders are down. But I'm going to pull my head back. And let's pretend I had a weight on it, or I have somebody's hand right here. Okay, I'm pushing back against the hand, and then I let it drop. Then I push it back, and I let it drop. So we're doing proprioception. We're going, feeling where we are in our knee, hands down position. Then you want to pull that chin in and pull the head back, and then you let it come back down, and then you pull it back. Okay, so this kind of lifting, you notice I am not tilting my head at all. I'm going forward and then straight back up. And by holding yourself in this position, whoa, you are working hard on your shoulders. The whole thoracic vertebrae area is having to maintain your posture here. As I do retraction and then protraction. So I'm protracting and then I'm retracting. Do you see how I'm not tilting my chin? I'm pulling back, pushing down. As I maintain a neutral spine, okay? Very important. Take a big deep breath. Now I'm going to add the hands, okay? Usually you never see this first part demonstrated, okay? See how much stuff I include? Okay, I'm going to go straight back. We did this the other day. Okay, adjust things, go straight back. And then when you have your legs straight back, and you can do point flex, you want to pull those shoulder blades down, point flex, and now come up, round your shoulders, and then drop through your shoulders. Round your shoulders, drop through your shoulders. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. So your supporting leg, hip, core is doing tons of stability work here. And then as I drop through the shoulders, and then I push my shoulders back, you're getting all that work through the back extensors where I'm trying to get you to work. Okay? Now, if you need to take a break before you put the other leg out, this is a good time to do it. You can go down onto your elbows like this. Take a big deep breath. Then we come back up. And we're going to go up through the shoulders and down through the shoulders. Up through the shoulders, down through the shoulders. Now you see that I'm doing this before I took my foot out because I want you to get the move correct. So you keep your chin tucked and in neutral. And this is to do with your middle upper back muscles. Then your trapezius has to keep really stable because it's pushing your shoulders down. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to add the legs. So I'm going to go out with my other foot, keep my tummy tight or super tight. I'm going to go point flex. I'm going to open the shoulders, close the shoulders. Open the shoulders in through the nose, out through the mouth. Your elbows are soft. I'm on my fists. Point, flex, as you're opening to the shoulder blades, closing to the shoulder blades. Okay? Take a big breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. If you need to, if you can go in through the nose, out through the nose, that's the best. Then you come back in, take a big deep breath, put the toes down, okay? You can come to the chair if you want to. Put your hands on the chair, your toes are down now, okay? Come right on up here. You're gonna push your knees off the ground. So you're gonna lean into the chair. My guess is some of you need to put your elbows to the chair first. Put your toes down. Bring your knees off the ground. Then you come up, step in, okay? And then you come up, all right? Big deep breath, in through the nose, out through the nose, okay? In through the nose, out through the nose, all right? Now I'm gonna show you something that will help you get so much better control in your midsection. This is the core. This along with this, okay? It starts at under your shoulder, under your armpits actually, goes to your hip, okay? So if you were at the chair, you're gonna come back to the chair, you're gonna grab that chair, you're gonna step out, and you're gonna bring those knees down like you're gonna go to the floor, but then you don't go to the floor. And once you don't go to the floor, you swing back, very gentle, right now, very gentle. Your ears are between your biceps, and you're pushing your butt back, and you're really stretching through those shoulders that we just worked so hard. Okay, now come forward again. We're gonna do it again. Okay, don't lock your elbows. Your elbows are soft. Keep your chin tucked, shoulders down. Now act like you're gonna put your knees onto the floor, but then you don't, and you come back. See that move? This is a great move, okay? So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna really stretch through the shoulders. Do not drop your head excessively, okay? Take a big breath. We're gonna do that one more time. Adjust your feet if you need to. Swing forward. Act like you're gonna bend your knees. Keep your shoulders down. Elbows soft. Act like you're gonna go down and put your knees down. Take a breath. And then don't. Come back off of that. And here we go into that huge shoulder mobility move right here. And see how I'm pushing my butt back more and more and more and more as I stretch. My arms up overhead. Okay, now I'm gonna push, put my hands on my legs, and I'm gonna stand up, okay? That's a big move, but I'm telling you, if you do that one move, I don't know, 5, 6 times every day, you would get a stronger core, much stronger up into the shoulders, but you got to line yourself up properly for that, okay? So take one hand and just take it back like this and come down. You see how I have a split stance? So what's a split stance? A split stance is just stop yourself while you're walking. That's all. Then you bring this arm up, bring it all the way down, just like you're gonna do, see, a little step, bring it up, all the way down. Step, bring it up. See that thumb? See, the thumb goes right here in my ear. Some of you are going way too high. Go right here. Take it back and around. In through the nose, out through the nose. I promise you, for 1 hour in a day, put some masking tape on your mouth. Do not allow yourself to breathe through your mouth. Just walk around, do whatever you do. Keep trying to breathe through your nose. Don't go fast. Just breathe through your nose, okay? I'll give you some more stuff on this coming up. Good job, you guys. I'm going to take it off recording.